What's going on, guys? This is Dion at KW Auto Detailing. Today we'll be detailing my 2023 wide body Dodge Charger Redeye. It's not that dirty, but we did have a bad storm all of a sudden come through the other day. Blew sand, all type of everything on the car. And this car is PPF'd and ceramic coated, so it's good. PPF on the front, hood, side mirrors, and of course the headlights. And I have to switch out those pads because the brake dust is atrocious. I can literally wash this car right now, get on the road 2 hours later and come back and the wheel will look just like that. So gotta get those pads switched out. I just recently got this car. I had a 2022 wide body indigo blue Dodge Charger Hellcat. This car was just, I couldn't pass up on the deal. I got such a great deal for this car. This is a 2023, bigger blower. It's the Redeye. It's not the jailbreak, but it is the Redeye. So it has 797 horsepower, 7 to the wheel. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. And the F8 green, you don't see much of this color at all. The gentleman who owned this vehicle before me just pretty much didn't drive it. It had 63 miles on it. Of course, I had to wait over 500 miles for the supercharger break-in. But man, this car is, I love this car, man. I love this car. I will have this and something else soon, but I'm not getting rid of my Hellcat. I'm just not. I love GT500s. I have a daughter, so I couldn't go that route, but this is the best bang for your buck, I believe. But anyway, so what I'm going to be showing you all today is how to detail a ceramic coated car, and this goes for PPF cars as well. But when they're really, really dirty, I noticed this doesn't look really, really dirty, but there is some surface dust and stuff on the vehicle. So when I'm doing, especially my vehicle, but other people's vehicles as well, their cars are ceramic coated and have PPFs on them, you want to foam the vehicle first. I don't know if I talked about this in the past, in my past videos. I'm sure I brought it up, or you've seen it in one of my shorts, but you want to foam this vehicle up first. And why? It's because you want that foam to emulsify that dirt, debris, and sand, and just, drag it on down. We don't want to have anything to do with that on top of the car when we're trying to pressure wash it. If you go in with the pressure washer first, you do risk of scratching the car. I know some people are going to battle me with that, but man, when these cars are ceramic coated, PPF'd, and you got high-end cars, you don't want to risk any type of swirls or any type of scratches on the car. So I'm going to do the body first. The inside doesn't need to be clean that much. I mean, I'll probably give it a quick vac, but as you can tell, I keep my car clean, leather conditioned, all that. And I also do get under the hood. Have to. That's a pet peeve of mine. Have to get under the hood, man. Got to. You don't want that water drying up. And even though I do use soft water in my rig, still, you just don't want that soap and water drying up in there, man. All right, so let's pop the hood. This is a 2.7 liter supercharger on this thing. My old Hellcat had a 2.4 liter. There is a dramatic difference. I'm telling you, you really start to feel it in high speeds, but this thing does not play around. And this is a last call, so this is the last one they produced. F8 green, wide body Dodge Charger Hellcat Redeye. This thing is nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I will be showing you all clips throughout this detail, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, before we get started, I just wanted to share a product with you all. This is CarPro's Reset. This shampoo is really, really good. It's very efficient. I use it on my vehicle and other vehicles that are protected, whether that's a PPF or ceramic coating. This does good. Even in direct sun, it holds up. All right, guys, this is another product that I recommend. This is CarPro's Reload 2.0. It is a spray sealant, so we'll be applying this to the vehicle after we detail it. I apply this on a microfiber towel. Never spray this directly on the panels, especially if you're outside under a tent. Really, I really wouldn't recommend using this stuff even under a tent, but you can kind of get away with it. It just depends on how hot those panels are, because it will streak heavily. That's any sealant, but this stuff will streak up on you and you will be frustrated. But other than that, we're in the garage right now and it's pretty cool under here. It's better than being out there in the direct sun. So this will apply very well, and I'll show you all that process when we get to it. My process is pretty simple, guys. I spray brown on the tire just to loosen up some of that tire shine. Like I said, these wheels are ceramic coated, so I don't use brown on the barrels, and I definitely don't use acid. There's no need. The brake dust is super light because the wheels are coated. Now, foam it down. I use soft bristle brushes, no hard bristle brushes. Even though these are satin black, we still don't want to scratch the wheels. Get the Brembos really good. That's like the highlight of the car to me. Red Brembos. On my blue Charger, I had silver and black Brembos, but I like the red more. I always wanted to go red on the blue Charger, kind of like a Superman theme. And guys, I see people use brushes on these wheels a lot. I don't personally, and when I say brushes, I use a wheel brush, of course, but I mean brushes like these, you know, it's good if you're getting, you know, in between the lug nuts and things like that, but just going the whole wheel, I feel like it's a waste of time, honestly, and you have to keep going back after the wash and hitting what you missed. I like to go in with a microfiber towel, get in there real good. Some say it may take longer. I just like to get into the spokes and everything really good. That way, when I do finish the wash, I don't have to go back and hit things that I missed too much. All right, so I did foam the vehicle before I rinsed it off. I had that on footage, but somehow the footage got blurry, so I didn't get to share that process with you all, but just know I did foam this vehicle before I rinsed it off. Reason because is even though this vehicle is PPF and ceramic coated, there's sand and debris that is still resting on this vehicle, especially the hood. When we sprayed the foam on it and we let it dwell for a couple minutes, it's just emulsifying that sand and that debris and bringing it down. Some people will say, well, won't it scratch the car as it's coming down? No, because all that sand and stuff is trapped into that foam and it's just hitting the ground. So after that, you know, let it dwell for a second, go rinse the whole car off. And yeah, I mean, look at this. That's what you look for when someone says their car is ceramic coated. And if we're on a highway and it's raining, which it does often in Florida, this car, all this would just be flying off. By the time I got to my next destination, it would look like nothing happened. So yeah, I'm about to go ahead and get some more footage for you all, explaining this process and how I do things. Don't know why the footage is getting misconstrued somehow, but that's okay. If I have to hold the camera while I do this, I will, just so you all get this. As you can see, the ceramic coating is doing its job. You hardly get any foam to stick to it. It's very therapeutic washing my car. Even though I take care of all of my clients during the week, it's still nice to come home, chill with the family. I'll be cooking later, you know, just enjoying my time off. I take every other Sunday off. Next Sunday I'll be on. I have 7 cars scheduled for that day, so I'll get home kind of late. But it's all part of the grind. Also, something I want to share with you all. This mitt is from the Rag Company, which I love. I love these mitts. But you see this part here Always make sure you tuck that in real good. It makes it better, trust me. I don't want to scratch anyone's car, and I definitely don't want to scratch mine. All right, so we're done with the wash. Look at that beating. Yes. So now this saves a lot of time. Only on ceramic and PPF cars, unfortunately. I'm just gonna state that now because when you see blowers and things like that on TikTok and Instagram that are selling, people are thinking, oh, I could just blow the water right off. Yeah, no. If that car isn't ceramic coated, you're gonna be there for a while trying to blow that off. This, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what a blower can do for this. I'll be using this as my blower. This thing spits pretty much 100 miles per hour. Got the snubby on the top, and I'll attach all this in the comments so you all can pick one of these up. But like I said, this is only for PPF and ceramic cars only. Do not be, I mean, if the car isn't ceramic, this is pretty powerful to move the water around if it isn't. But man, just watch what this does. As you can see, I mean, look at this. I mean, now all you have to do is come through with your microfiber or your big red towel and just dry up the little stuff. I mean, look at this. And again, this only works on ceramic coated cars or PPF cars. It really doesn't do a car justice that isn't coated or has any type of sealant or wax on it. I mean, look at this. You would think I dried that. All right, guys, so I'm about to go ahead and apply the CarPro Reload 2.0. What I like to do is I like to have one towel I spray the solution on and the other towel to mop it up. And this is still wet, but that's not going to matter because we have two towels. If we had one towel, then, then we'll have issues. And you want to go initially and have your big red towel, whatever microfiber you use to dry it all up. But me, I'm kind of cutting back on time. I got some things to do today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it like this, which is perfectly fine as well. So you just wanna cover a good surface, come back, mop it up. Just do that. You'll be able to feel when it's time to add more solution to your microfiber, like now. All right, so again, you just want to spray. You don't want to spray this on the surface. It misses a lot too. So go back in, back. And this doesn't take long at all. It really doesn't. But it will take you longer if you apply this in direct sun and it starts streaking. Now what turned into a 10 to 15 minute process now turns into a 30-minute process. And we don't like that. All right, now let me show you the results. Look at that. Perfect. No streaks, No swirls. Very glossy. It leaves a glossy, glossy finish. No streaks. That's what we want. Perfect. And guys, when I'm applying this sealant, I treat it like a coating. Of course, no flash time, but I do treat this like a coating. I want to make sure everything's mopped up behind me. I don't care if it's the plastic, paint, window trim, no streaks. And guys, I know some people would do this with one arm only, but I am 5'3", so my reach is not that long. So what I like to do is I'll post myself up on the side of the car here with the towel. You never want to put your hand here because you always risk of denting the rooftop when you do that. So I like to come off on the side. I have a towel here. I'll go with my first initial towel, then come back and mop it up. And I'm always keeping track of where I'm laying the solution at on the car. Just because even though we're doing this in my garage, you still risk streaking. And we don't like streaking. No streaks. No streaks. All right, so I like to take an old towel and just go around this tire, just knock off any water that we have there. We want a nice clean surface. Now, I'm using CarPro's Dark Side. I love this stuff, especially for my car. Man, then you have to worry about any overspray either. But if you do apply too much of this stuff, it will sling. But I'm not gonna have that issue with my car because I always go behind and level off the tire shine. So, start at the top, work our way up in the middle there. Now we just need to get the edges. Tuck that there. Perfect. One of my faves is this Technician's Choice ceramic spray. It's really good. Love that stuff. And especially for these satin black wheels, even though they're already ceramic coated, this is gonna make that black a little bit more richer. And a helpful tip for new detailers, when you're doing rims, always start at the stem so you have a base of where you've been. What I mean is, if I was to start here, go here, sometimes your brain just gets caught up when everything's going on. Somebody might come and say, hey, can I have a business card? Whatever. I don't forget where I'm at because I always started with the stem. So start with the stem. Come up here. All right, so we had to shut the garage because it just started raining and it is blowing rain. So one thing I want to share with y'all, man, this right here, 3D glass cleaner, the streak-free window cleaner, this stuff is amazing. And I'm talking about in direct sunlight. You can use this in direct sunlight with a good microfiber towel and not have a single streak. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Look at this window. Up close, not a single streak. Now, I know we are in a garage, but trust me, I use this stuff every single day. It can do the same in direct sunlight. You will have these exact same results in the sunlight. Just make sure you have a brand new microfiber towel. When I'm doing windows, I don't waste any time. I have brand new microfiber towels. They leave no lint. At least this color doesn't. Just like that, we are finished. She is all done. Man, look at that gloss. Ooh wee. Whew. Man, it's a mirror. Yes, sir. Wipe down the inside. I mean, my car doesn't need much. I only drive it really on Saturdays. She's all done. Oof. Real nice. All right, y'all, so that wraps up the Redeye for today. Thank you all for tuning in. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I have more content coming, y'all. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care and be safe.